Hey guys, it's Friday and welcome back to another episode of TRAX Off Grid. Well guys, we've been diligently working on the small stuff on the beast for the past week. Like I stated last week, we're going to go ahead and finish up the door and get it ready to be installed. The guys are actually going to stay a little bit late tonight and finish up mortising in the locks and bore kit to put the hinges on and so forth to hang the door in the bathroom. And then we'll take it back off and we'll go ahead and get it sprayed in the paint booth and let that dry and then hang that onto the beast's bathroom. So let's take a walk inside and we'll go over just a couple other small things that we've worked on this past week that just are a little bit time consuming. We did do some more work on the door down here for the under cabinet storage for underneath the stove. And we'll have that finished up on Monday too. We've got a little trim kit we're going to add in place to go ahead and really make it come out and be a little more detailed to match the shaker cabinets and what we've done up top. We also went ahead and took down the ceiling again, and as you guys probably noticed, there's a giant hole in the ceiling. We got the emergency escape hatch installed. We framed it all out. We'll go ahead and get the rest of the ceiling back up in place, put the light back in, and then secure the ceiling for the final time. We will not be taking this back out again. We will have everything done we need to do. And then we'll go ahead and trim this out around to match the ceiling. And the trim ring that's going to be on the ceiling panel here will come out as that drops down and comes out with the ceiling. So it will still look like a finished nice piece, but that will come down with it so the client's not having to take everything apart. The reason we placed it over to the side here, and a lot of people are probably saying, why isn't it in the center of the beast? Well, the reason is I'm trying to leave as much real estate on the roof for the solar panels. We still have about 52 inches from this corner over here to the edge of the escape hatch, which means I can probably put two smaller panels up here and change the configuration around on the total wattage that we're doing, and then run a bunch more of the big panels down the roof and still leave some real estate up top wide open for the client to use if they're willing. So again, that was the reason for that. Also, if the bed that's going to be in here, and like I told you, the Happy Jack is in, we had to do these last few things before we can actually start mocking that up and getting that in place. That bed will probably be no lower than the bottom of the window at any given time, or it can go all the way down to the floor if they so be it. But from what I've been understanding, it will probably be no lower than that window at any given time. So in the event there was an emergency, they can just stand up and right out the hatch. The emergency escape ladder will be on the back of the beast back here. So it's easy access to get out, an easy way down the back of the truck and to safety if in the event, God forbid, there was an emergency. So again, some of the little things that we've had to work through over the past week and get worked out perfectly for this build. And again, guys, we're getting into the home stretch now, so we're getting really excited. The second fuel tank is out at the tank modification facility. They're actually doing an adjustment for the back spring hanger for the leaf spring so we can fit the tank in there. Then we'll put the cross feed lines and the pump, transfer pump in place so they can pump from this tank into the main tank, and so be it. I also started this week, if you guys notice, there's a new seat installed. It's not completely in place yet. I went ahead and had to cut out the lower mounts for the seat that was already there from the original, and then we'll make the bracketry and bolt this seat in place, and then that will be done. I'll do the same on the reverse side, and that will be finished up for the seats, and then we'll take them back out and we'll start finishing the final trim out inside the cab, and then the beast's cab will be 100% finished. So we're not too far away from the finish line on that either at this point right now. Like I said, just a bunch of little small things that we've really had to pay close attention to make sure that nothing went wrong and the beast is coming out exactly the way the client wants it. So down here, if you've noticed, we have a propane tank. We also got the propane tanks in, which have been in for a while. I just went over and picked them up from my distributor. I had him keep them there so nothing happened to them. But these are the two, we'll have two of these 30-pound propane tanks that are in the same location as Optimus. They'll be located on the Beast also. We actually have the bracketry being made down at the Heavy Fab shop. We had to go bring the truck down. They got some measurements and they went ahead and figured out the bracketry. So we've got that being built this weekend as well. So hopefully we'll get that installed on Monday and Tuesday and start pre-fitting the tanks for the propane line, the distribution valves, and get the propane line run to the back of the tanks, and then it supply the rest of the truck with its propane for the water heater, and so on, stove and fridge. Anyway, guys, so again, a lot of progress on just little stuff that takes a lot of time, but we're really happy with the way that everything is coming out with the Beast. And pretty soon we will have this on the road to the client where they'll be able to enjoy their new RV and go out on some great adventures. So guys, have a great weekend. Stay safe with your loved ones. If you got some free time and you can do stuff with them, by all means, enjoy their company. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe, hit the like button. If you didn't like, of course, we want to hear that too. We love to get the constructive criticism. Guys, I also mentioned in last week's video, we have some new things we're working on with some new manufacturers. I am not going to release that information yet. I'm kind of keep giving these little teasers, but in the very, very, very near future, we are going to be carrying some new products that are not in the States yet. And I'm proud to say that more than likely, it's looking very good that we are going to be the North American distributor of these products. So again, we're looking really forward to this. And we're going to keep working hand in hand with the manufacturer to work out all the fine details, and then we'll get started. With additional news, Optimus is going to have a little brother soon. I will be presenting a video in the next few weeks of his new brother that will be showing up to the shop that we'll be starting a build series on way later into the year. We've got way too much going on with clients right now that I can't be taking away time for my own personal builds, unless it's on the weekend, of course. And we'll be sharing all that information with you guys as it comes forward. I will say Optimus's little brother is much bigger than Optimus, and that's going to be it. So guys, have a great weekend. Again, hit the subscribe, hit the like button. If you need to get a hold of us, shoot us an email at info@traxoffgrid.com or check us out on the web at traxoffgrid.com. You guys have a safe and enjoyable weekend. Bye-bye.